Hello YouTube and welcome back to Flads. This is Heroes of the Storm and today we are playing as Jaina. Now all weekend I've been watching the North American Championships and she's been a prominent figure because Kalthas is pretty much insta-banned straight away along with Zeratul, although Uther was getting insta-banned as well. But Jaina's trait, which is a frostbite which slows by 25% and amplifies the damage of your abilities by 50%, is such a massive early game factor that hopefully I'm going to be able to show this off. I do have Jaina up to level 10, but I haven't played her in ages. I've played so much Kalthas, and I decided that it would probably be best if I started playing someone other than him and try to do a video on Jaina. So at level 1 we are going to increase the duration of the slope. Shit! Get out of that. This is going to increase the duration by to 6 seconds. You're going to be slowed by. That's fucking insane. That slow, essentially, although it's not quite as heavy as the as Rexar's, is longer than Rexar's ultimate, which is just mental, absolutely mental. And that's for a trait as well. So that's alongside the fact that she does do pretty considerable damage as well, at being that she is a DPS backline mage. The enemy Illidan has already gone down, that's always a nice thing to see, and the enemy Butcher as well. Butcher's getting played a lot at the moment. He got pulled out by Zuna in the final of the NA Championships and got destroyed. I don't think I saw a decent Butcher gameplay the whole time I was playing. Anyway, with that out of the way, we're just going to concentrate on laning at the moment. We've got a bit of an uphill task with Nazebo, but hopefully we can put something in on him. And with the shrines now actually proccing, we're going to have to move up. There's been a lot of people sort of leaving the game. I would like to have gone back, but I don't think I'm going to have time, so we're going to have to use the Sippy Cup, which is a bad thing on this map. What you need to do is go back, then use the Sippy Cup halfway through the fight, because what you'll find generally in these early shrines is that the people that win are actually the people that... Oh my god, what a zombie wall by Nazebo there, just catching everybody. The people that win are actually the people that die first, because the enemy team will be reasonably low on mana and health after the initial fight, and then the other team that got killed will come back into the fight with full mana and health and just sort of clean everything up. The shrine still hasn't been procced yet, so this isn't actually the case yet. It has now been procced, and now we're going to have to see how we can get on. So at level 4 we're going to take Arcane Intellect. That's going to increase the damage on the chilled targets, and that healing is going to do quite a good job. We do need to try and get some damage in on these since the enemy team has backed out a little bit, so these last hits are going to be very important now. The Real Nova is down there. We just need to try and zone her out. Let's try and keep Malfurion away from everything. The Real Nova is there. Saw her coming in a second ago. Illidan is now going down as well. Illidan is being annihilated, and he did so much work at the weekend as well. There was some great Illidan play, and some of the team comps that were building around him were just insanely good to watch. Let's try and get some last hits on them. We managed to get 2 of the 3. Butcher picked up the last one. Let's try and kill the Butcher actually, because he's just going to be a problem otherwise. He'll start doing too much damage to us. Nazebo's next on the list. We managed to get him. Just wanted to zone more than anything, and we have picked up the first Punisher, which is a Mortar Punisher. Very good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is pretty much the best idea of this map is go and split push. Now, the Mortar Punisher is going to be doing everything he can to try and hurt enemies, so you got to be trying to do everything you can to get XP whilst it's free. And with all the enemies currently defending against the Punisher, this is a very good time to try and get some extra lane XP. Unfortunately, due to the fact it's so early, you don't really pick up a load, but it was enough to get going with, and we're just going to be able to clear this lane that Nazebo was pummeling us with earlier today. Okay, with Nova here, I just need to be a bit careful. That did connect. That's a skill shot. That's my Q. That is Frostbolt. My W is Blizzard, and my E is Cone of Cold. The idea with Jaina, obviously because of the damage increase you get, is to try and combo them as much as possible towards getting as much damage down as you can, and then running away. I mean, burst damage is her thing. Later on in the game we're going to be taking an ultimate that I actually struggle with, but I do want to play it a bit more just for practice terms. Want to stay out the roots because I think Butcher's down here as well, so I just want to avoid him. Our Nova is setting up for a gank, so she didn't really need to poke there. She could have just waited. The thing with Novas is that you can just leave them for a while. They can sit and just wait for the right opportunity. I hate Novas that poke. Rather a Nova... Oh, the Butcher used his Ruthless Onslaught there to go in on a Nova decoy. And is the Shrine pop? No, the Shrine still isn't here yet. We have actually got our next talent. At level 7 we're going to be taking Frostbite, and this is going to increase the damage bonus we get. So as long as we combo, we're going to be doing some good work here. Illidan has come in quite deep, and I just need to run away from him. I don't want to get stuck behind him, but our Nova has done a great job of taking him down there. And the enemy Illidan has once again is literally feeding us levels, and they don't need to be doing that, because if we can get to 10 before them, we're obviously going to be in a very strong position. Okay, so next shrine is up. We've still got 10 seconds left. That's actually not such a bad thing. That means I can't take it. They're getting all antsy down here for no real reason. Let's pick up those last hits there. That was a nice little addition, considering they were all zombie walled. Nazebo's in a world of trouble here, and he has gone down. The enemy Illidan is back into the game. We're just going to use Cone of Cold. It really does a great job of finishing off all these minions, and Arthas of course is very strong on this map with his Frozen Tempest doing a lot of damage, and we're just going to try and do as much AoE damage as possible. Illidan is very low and is actually going to go down again to me, and we've managed to pick up an Arcane. Now these things do good work. It might be a good idea actually to push this, just because the Arcane does so much damage. You can actually pick up a lot of XP as a result, and he is going after Butcher and he is not worried about it. This is the enemy. Where is she? There she is. Let's see if we can take her out actually, because she's going to stay in vision for a while, and we do manage to kill her, and that was actually very lucky because I completely missed what one was the real Nova there. The Arcane Patch is doing work, but he is going to go down. Again, very low, but we have picked up our ultimates already. Okay, so now Ring of Frost. This is going to rely very heavily on me being accurate with this, and I'm not very good with it. So from a winning point of view, I probably shouldn't have taken it. But from a practice point of view, if we can lock Illidan down with it, he's going to be in a world of problems. He did actually... Okay, let's see if we can use this now. We didn't actually use it. I managed to cast the wrong thing on top of myself. Butcher is now in a world of trouble. Oh, and it actually missed him, but he's going to die anyway. The idea of Ring of Frost is that you've actually got to get the enemy to go inside, on the edge of it, which is quite strange. You'd expect it to be an AoE, it's not. It's like a real difficult skill shot, and I do have some problems with it. Okay, so we're now 3 levels ahead. 3 of the enemy team is down. I am going to go back. We've done enough to earn that, but I do need to try and get one of these Ring of Frosts off. If you can catch everyone, and the Frozen... The stun from Arthas, the root, is actually a really good way of locking down and preparing for it. Then the enemy team gets chilled if you're inside, plus you get rooted as well if you're on the outside. It's a really quite serious ultimate if you can get a lot of people inside it, because the friendly team can then do massive amounts of damage. We're going to go move down into the middle for a team fight. Lily and myself are way out of position now, but we are now coming back into the fight, and we can slow the enemy Nazebo, and we'll keep going. Want to avoid being hit by the Butcher here, and we'll just put down a blizzard, and that should keep him safe. The friendly Lily is actually doing a wonderful job of keeping everyone alive, and we are going to kill the enemy Butcher again. He has been absolutely obliterated this whole game, and we've come very deep here, and we don't need to. We need to go and get this Punisher. It looks like, though, I have been stuck in there again. Do not want to keep getting stuck in the zombie wall. We don't really want to be doing this. With this many of the enemy down, we can just go and get... in fact, I'm going to start this because I can take out a lot of these. I'm just going to have to bunch them up. Just bunch them up. Just frost them and then just kill them. Now, this isn't obviously as good as Johanna, because Johanna's Condemn actually does this in about she's got like a 4-second cooldown or something on it, which is obviously means that she can clear these every time they come out. Illidan has come on me now. I'm in a world of problems over this. Arthur's has come to peel for me though. That was a great bit of play from him, just in time as well, just to keep me safe. Okay, let's see if we can land this Ring of Frost. We can land it on Malfurion, and that is going to lead to him dying. And we have picked up a Frozen Punisher as well. So this is going quite well. We've now taken a 3.5 sort of tier lead. At level 13, we're going to take improved ice block. This is just to protect us from Illidan and make sure nothing silly happens. We're a long way ahead now. We don't need to throw it away by dying for no real reason. This is going to give me... I'm going to become invulnerable for 4 seconds, and it really does save you from a lot of ultimates that the enemy team can throw out, and that's not the real Nova. We're just going to keep poking at these. And we're just going to try and right-click and move. I've been practicing stutter stepping. I see it's a thing that a lot of the top players do, and I like the idea of getting involved in that. We did actually manage to take down the Butcher again. He's proving to be incredibly squishy. So let's just put down a Blizzard and hopefully we can do a bit of work. We actually get rid of the enemy Nazebo's ultimate this way. We're going to work on this. I am going to need to be blocked for this. And I actually managed to take all of them because I didn't stand still. But nonetheless, we had enough to not worry about it, and I didn't need to use my ice block either. We are going to take this down. I'm not letting that stay up. And with that third Punisher in a row for us, the snowball effect is really kicking in on this. Nova has come down. We don't need to worry too much about it. That's not actually the real one. And now we need to try and put this down and hopefully get the Butcher. We do, and we might even be able to kill him here. No, not quite. Even the combined ultimate of Tyrande wasn't enough to take him down, but it was enough just to peel for our team and to allow us to come back into pretty decent position. And we're going to go down and take out this siege camp that is now pushing into our bottom lanes with some quite ferocious aggression. Okay, it's going to be a little bit quieter now. The enemy team not quite so interested in dying as much, it would seem. So just going to go back for a little bit of laning. We do want to try and fight as often as possible with this XP lead. It's going to be much easier for us to win these, especially when we hit 16 as well, because we're going to have another talent lead on them. And if we do it fast enough, we may even get it a 2 talent lead on them. We're certainly going to have 1 before we go into this next... That's not the real Nova. Before we go into this next shrine. And this is, again, this is something that the enemy team would probably be better off not actually going for. They are going to die fast. I've got 15 seconds left on my ultimate. That's actually, the Ruthless Onslaught was aborted there by the enemy Butcher. He was going to go in on Arthur's, decided against it. I'm going to just put in as much AoE damage as I can. Butcher's going down again. Can we pick up Illidan here? No, we didn't manage to pick that off, but we didn't need to worry about it. The enemy team now has 3 down, and we're in a pretty strong position. This is the enemy Nazebo. We're going to pick off all of the things that he is just weakening up for us, all this creep, and he's actually going to die as well. So the enemy team probably shouldn't have done that. We have a 2 talent lead on them. It's not just 4 levels, it's 2 talents that we have on them now. And overall, this is going to be pretty much the end of the game. Like, this map does struggle from massive snowballing effects at sort of my level, which is sort of average to bad, if you like. It's not... There's nothing you can really do about it other than really lane hard. I mean, the best way is to have an enemy team, a friendly team, that is really strong in the siege department. Because I came in quick match, because I'm still not 100% confident on my abilities with Jaina. They came into quick match, and you get what you're given. So the enemy team is obviously struggling with siege, and not only that, but understanding the meta of the map. Every time you get a Punisher, you should probably leave 2, maybe 3 to defend it, but the other 2 should definitely be in lane. And these forts, these keeps are now getting completely wrecked. And the enemy Nazebo's ultimate is just in a world of trouble. It's almost like a waste of an ultimate. At level 16, so I've already just missed a level, we are going to be taking Northern Exposure. This increases the damage the enemy's going to take, and the enemy Butcher again is just going to get nuked by me. And this is going to be a good game. I wonder if we can finish off with a Malfurion in my roots. We can. I'm going to die here, so I'm going to actually use my improved ice block just to protect me. That will allow Lily to come in with a heal for me, and then we have good game. So there we go. I didn't do too badly. I didn't die, and we'll see in the stats page how I actually got on with regards to the hero damage I did. Okay, so we're on to the, as you can see, I have Jaina at level 10. I've had her there for a while. Like I said, I don't play her much. So with regards to the stats, we didn't come top of the damage, but I mean Taronda did. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how that went. Nazeebo obviously did a lot more on this. It'd be more interesting to see against a Kel'Thas, although I'm really impressed about how well that Taronda managed to actually get the DPS down. He must have been very good with the flare. Wasn't really watching, I was trying to concentrate on not dying too much. I did actually die once, which I missed. Did I do that? It must have been earlier on that happened. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Just for those of you that are interested in my build, I took Lingering Chill, Arcane Intellect, Frostbitten, Ring of Frost, Improved Ice Block, and Northern Explosion. At level 20 I'd have probably taken Bolt of the Storm just for, again, some sustainability. Probably didn't need to take Improved Ice Block because the enemy team were so far behind, but it always helps just to be able to make sure you're going to stay alive. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Flads. This has been Heroes of the Storm. Cheers and goodbye.